Favorite five. Favorite five. Favorite five. Favorite five.
And welcome back to Favorite Five. I'm your host, Jack, and with me today is Rob.
Yellow.
And Janet.
Hi.
And today's topic on Favorite Five, our Favorite Five cartoons. And
Beep, 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 beep. That was my cartoon. I was trying to help. It didn't help.
it did. It flashed.
You felt it.
It flashed before me. It was black and white. There was
Steamboat Willie.
anthropomorphic animals dancing. Their arms made of rubber.
Well, you guessed my number 5. No.
If you pick Steamboat Willie as in your top 5, while I think... Okay, I'll just let you go. Sorry.
Rob, what is your number 5 and your favorite 5?
My
cartoons?
number 5 is nostalgic. It's not a good cartoon, but it meant a lot to me as a child. And it taught me to be the man I am today. That's G.I. Joe.
Aww. Be all that you can be, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm a real American hero.
Yes.
Okay, well...
I got, yeah.
It's funny
I
because
got
you're
Kung
not
Fu.
American.
I am a North American.
That's true.
Kung Fu grip.
And you've got your Buzz
Real
Aldrin
life
haircut.
hair?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's true.
Okay, well, we now know Rob's number 5, and knowing is half the battle. What is your
Knowing is half the battle. God,
number
I love
5?
it. My number 5, I almost said pork and sauerkraut, but I was looking at the wrong list, so I apologize.
That was a racist cartoon.
The short-lived pork and
Hey,
sauerkraut.
Porky!
Hey, sauerkraut.
Well, hello there. What do you want, sauerkraut?
Well, I'm just looking around. What are you going to do to me?
Well, I'm just some pork.
I just want to point out, when we look at cartoons, that there is an age gap between the three of us.
Yes,
Alright.
there is.
So we're going to have different things on our list that meant different things to us at
Of
different
course.
times in our life.
This is a
right?
judgment-free show where we all just discuss the things that are our favorites.
Nobody ever says
For
that makes
us.
it tastes like mucus going down my throat.
And we appreciate all input. All are right answers for us.
Jack, you may say that,
So
but sometimes
please.
I feel a lot of judgment coming from Rob. I'm just going to say it. I feel like sometimes when I say things, he looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, you said that."
I say that about everything you say.
So
I wouldn't think
I
sometimes.
just want to point out that I had to put my disclaimer in
Okay.
there.
Well, as the host of the show, I have put that as the disclaimer. In fact, we can isolate that. We could put it in the opening credits. You know, when you're doing your cartoon noise.
Beep, 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 beep. That was terrible.
What is
In
your
my
number
head,
5?
it went, which is Mario Brothers, so that's not even cartoon.
I
I know, I hate my
That's
life.
another list we never made. We're doing top 5 retro video games one time.
We're gonna do top 5 cartoons.
There's only one
first. Then
Retro video game. So,
we'll get this out of the way. Hopefully.
number 5 for me, because I can watch it over and over, is Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's
Yeah, I've never watched
Burgers.
it. I've
Pretty
seen
And
one
I'm
episode.
sorry, the episode where Tina drives Bob's car, I can watch it over and over, and I laugh every time. Tina, make your normal face. No, not that one.
Turn the wheel. Turn the
Turn
wheel.
the wheel. We got plenty of time, Tina. Just turn the wheel.
Left or right, choose one. It's a funny show. It's a very well done.
Starring Sterling Archer.
Yes, it
That's,
does have
John
Benjamin.
H. Benjamin, and that particular episode that I can watch over and over is Bob Odenkirk as the insurance.
Yes. He's the
man.
insurance adjuster who then frames one of his children for burning down his house so he can collect insurance because that's what crooked.
Tina, make your everything's okay face. That show is funny because of Tina, and I love it, and I laugh.
The boy, what's his name? Gene. He's funny. It's a very well written show. I can see that. That is, and even as a lot of mine are pretty recent as well. Cartoons, not like nostalgic, not going way back.
I've only
to
had
the
one
80s.
nostalgia.
But
I have some
yeah,
nostalgic
that's a
ones,
good quality.
but that's quality.
Okay, my
Number 5, Jack.
number 5, Adventure Time. But only really the first.
Yeah, you like the original ones.
Yeah, Adventure Time. I clearly not the best cartoon ever, but as an adult, it was something. 11 minutes of my time. They were They were just bizarre enough. They weren't for kids, but they kind of were. Adventure Time.
I never really got into Adventure Time. The ones you showed me were really weird.
Lemon Grab, when he was in his height was top shelf. So
Adventure Time.
Rob, what is your number 4?
My number
Cartoon.
4 is sort of, I would say it's sort of nostalgic, but not really because I was totally an adult this time, is Batman Beyond, which I really, really enjoyed. You wouldn't think I'd enjoy it because it is like a reimagining of Batman in the future, but it was really well done. Amazing music. The music in it is great. And ended up with some great movies. And yes, Batman Beyond.
Never saw it.
It's really good. Like, it's amazing.
I've seen episodes of it.
Oh.
And it was a, excellent show.
It didn't blow my mind.
Fine. Who's judging now, Judge McJudgerton?
I wasn't judging. I was just saying it didn't blow my mind, but it was...
Okay, it's my list.
It was good. The episodes I saw were really good.
Batman Beyond.
Okay. Jenna, what is your number 4? Your number 4 and your top 5 favorite 5 cartoons.
My number 4 is because I lost my virginity thanks to number 4.
Oh, Jesus.
This is getting disturbing.
And we all know the story.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I didn't know the story. I don't want to know
Yeah.
the story.
Meatwad.
No.
That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want to know
No,
really now.
but aside from losing my virginity thanks to Aqua Teen Hunger Force, it's also really funny. And it
It was
makes
good.
me
I
laugh.
used to watch it. back in
It
the
makes
day.
me laugh. And Fry Guy and Meatwad.
Shake.
Especially Master Shake is the most obnoxious character ever written on any television show ever. But Meatwad? How can you not love Meatwad?
It is a great show. It was a great show, and then it kind of petered off. But
it
the
did,
first
but
couple seasons.
They all
was amazing.
do. They all do.
Thanks to the first season, I became a woman.
Okay.
So.
My number 4 is...
Did you lose your virginity to it?
When I lose my virginity, I'll let you know.
Okay, please do.
You'll be the first to know.
It's probably the second.
Mhm.
I think I would know first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you might.
It is a new. It's only the second season. The second season just ended. It's something that I would recommend. Again, along the same lines as Adventure Time, but this is a cartoon designed for adults. It's called Rick and Morty.
Oh, I want to get into Rick and Morty. I keep hearing great things. I've seen clips, and it looks hilarious. And I definitely want to get into Rick and Morty.
Watch Rick and Morty.
I heard it's hilarious.
I had a fear that he was going to say BoJack Horseman, and I was
Beat
gonna,
him.
like, my elbow would have just automatically flown up.
That is my number 1.
No,
If
it's
BoJack
not.
Horseman
is really your number 1.
Will Arnett is a
Terrible.
talking horse who's dating
We're
a
gonna
cat.
break up.
People love that show. I don't understand why.
We're breaking up if you really have that in your top 5.
No,
Get the pen
Okay.
out.
no. We
It's an excuse.
we sat and watched 2 episodes.
One episode. We
One.
barely made it through one episode.
No, we watched 2, I think.
I
Did
think
we?
so. Yeah.
I didn't think so.
I said we can't judge it on 1. People are raving about this.
They
let's
are.
let's push through.
Terrible.
Let's soldier on.
Oh my god.
Maybe it
it's
just needs to get
terrible.
traction. Maybe this is a cartoon that has a slow burn character arc driven thing. No, it was abysmal, and we
I
couldn't.
think you have to be a cokehead in LA to understand
Yeah.
that show.
We were. I think we at the time we were even snowed in, desperate for entertainment. If I remember correctly, this
And
was
we just
last-
watched the Candidate. What's the one with
Yes, we did.
where he punches the baby?
Yes, yeah, with Will Ferrell and
so
Gal.
maybe our heights were pushed up higher too.
Yeah, we had just enjoyed a movie, and then this was unwatchable.
It was not good.
So
Shit.
you're
I remember all of us were just like looking at each other like, are we supposed to be laughing? Like,
right.
this
We were
isn't
like,
funny.
so your number 4 is better than BoJack Horseman.
Yes,
Because I honestly haven't heard of it.
Rick and Morty.
So-
You've never heard of Rick and Morty? No, it's big right now.
No, but
kinda new.
it's
It sounds
subversive.
like Brick and Mortar.
It's based on Back to the Future.
It's
Really?
yes.
It's what if Doc Brown was actually insane and he took his grandkid, I think, in this, right?
Yes,
On Crazy Adventures. But if he's actually insane, like an actual like schizophrenic, like crazy.
not really,
But he's crazy though,
not really. He is an alcoholic,
right?
which no one can fault him for that.
Right.
And it's improv to a pretty big degree. It's written by Dan Harmon, who did Community, and a guy named Roiland, Justin Roiland, who he's got a pretty good pedigree, and it's funny. It's
And disturbing, because I saw a clip where he gets almost raped in a bathroom, the little kid.
Yes.
That sounds disturbing.
It was disturbing. I was like, this is disturbing.
Yes.
It's like the second episode or something, too. It's really early on.
A pedophilic monster comes and tries to rape him in the bathroom. They kill him.
That's right.
It turns out that was the king. That was the king of a planet.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
It was. It's just funny stuff.
Is it short episodes, too? Is it like 11-minute episodes, or are they full half-hour episodes? I've only seen clips. Or 20 minutes?
Yeah, they turn into 20 minutes once.
So it's not like Adventure Time where they're short.
Yeah, where it's just like...
still legit episodes.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Okay, so Rob, what is your number 3 and your top 5 favorite 5 cartoons?
My number 3 is a split, really, because it's pretty much the same show. It was Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. That is perfect superhero like television right there. Not cartoons, television. This is what the DC movies should be, and that is my number 3.
Justice League Unlimited. No one's gonna fault you for that.
I bet a lot of people fault me for that, but I love that show, and it was perfect. And that's how Superman isn't rapey, and that's what Superman should be like.
The Flash is fun and
that's the thing. Like the Flash
life.
TV show is very similar to the Flash cartoon, like Flash and Justice. That's why it's good.
You wanna see all the characters done right. Vast amount of characters, an ensemble cast.
That's the thing too. You get like, especially Unlimited, you get like crazy mix-ups and like great little episodes about Doom Patrol or
people who really loved the entire universe. All the characters really knew, and that was a good show.
Yeah, it was a great show. Classic.
No one can argue that.
Janet can argue. She argues about everything.
I'm not arguing.
No judging.
I've never seen it.
Do I have to step in here? I'm the moderator.
You like superheroes? If you like superheroes, you'd like Justice League Unlimited and Justice League.
Who said I like superheroes?
You love Batman. You have a Batman tattoo.
I know I like superheroes.
And on that note, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, Ren and Stimpy back in the day. It's classic.
Yeah, it's back in the day, and I don't know who I would be today if it weren't for
Ren and Stimpy? That's
if it weren't for Powdered Toast Crunch Man.
Yeah, Powdered Toast Man.
As well as Log.
It's Log. It's Log.
It rolls downstairs alone in Paris.
And under the neighbor's dog. So there are a lot of reasons that Ren and Stimpy helped formulate my
madness.
life.
Yeah, we used to quote Ren and Stimpy like in high school. We quoted that a lot.
That is right in our wheelhouse.
And you figured that was right in my formative years. And
yeah, you would have been pretty young watching that.
And it was pretty fantastic. I remember the first time my mom saw an episode and wouldn't let us watch it again. So there's a lot of reasons that Ren and Stimpy... It kind of broke the mold of cartoon shows.
Actually, the voice I do for what is it? Brand and
Brannigan and Mac.
Yeah, for Mac is is Ren.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the voice I do.
Stimpy, you fool!
Yeah.
Yes.
Classic for me.
It is a classic.
Yeah,
that is a
that
great
was
show.
good. I don't know if it was Canadian or not, or if
I don't think
if
so.
the writer was, but they had a lot of Canadian references, like the Mountie and stuff.
Yeah, they had Mounties and stuff.
Yeah.
It was.
They did. You figure doing their own little like commercials, like for like Log and things like
live
that.
action commercials,
that weren't.
Yeah, where they played that game.
No, just.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that weren't done in cartoon shows at the time, and it
that was way
right
ahead of its time. That's for sure. That was like Adult Swim. Well, I think it might be just the beginning of it.
No, it was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Back in the day, and it was before any cartoon show did that kind of thing.
When they would zoom in on different parts,
it'd be all disgusting.
It would be so gross.
These hyper details of
like bacteria and
warts with the hair coming out, and it would just it got me every time. I'm like, that is it'd be
it
like
was funny.
Stimpy would be
the
smiling.
creator of Ren and Stimpy, Canadian.
I
Really?
thought so. There was just enough Canadianism.
It was. He's from Quebec, actually. Amazing.
Oh, is his name Jean Paul?
No, his name is
Jean Guy.
Jean Pierre.
No, John. It is John, but John spelled regularly. Crick-Falusi.
Oh, okay. Well,
and he didn't really do anything other than Ren and Stimpy. Like that's the thing. Like,
but it's a fantastic cartoon, and it helped me become who I am.
Good. My number 3 is something that would probably be, and rightfully so, shouted down and told that I'm a terrible human being, but I'm going to go with The Simpsons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
that's on my list too.
The Simpsons.
I just haven't said it yet.
But I'm going to go classic
Early
Simpsons.
First 10 seasons.
First, maybe 4 seasons.
They once again, in high school, that was very influential for
The
us.
Camp Krusty episode.
I still quote that.
I still quote that.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Shut up and eat your pine cone.
To the hydrofoil.
That episode is awesome.
I quote that one episode all the time, and I would go up to when Homer goes into space, even. And
there is a lot of good early episodes. It's just unfortunately they went way too long.
We'll have to tell them about the talking monkey. The talking monkey. Oh, I don't think we'll be doing that. You can't. You cannot.
Yes, The Simpsons is amazing.
The Simpsons is actually, I don't want to jump ahead and skip you, Rob. It's my number 2.
You jumped ahead and skipped me.
I know.
Okay.
But since he already said it, I figured I would point it out. They're my number 2 because there's something that has always been big for me is if you can mix humor with like smart. And there are a lot of Simpsons episodes that mix like history or math and things that are actually like next level intelligence with hey, I'm a cartoon. And
look at all the writers too, like Conan O'Brien and all
day.
I think Simpsons did a really they were the first cartoon to do that.
And
like you're comparing it to like Warner
Flintstones,
Brothers and Flintstones and things like that.
That was the first one, but
they couldn't. But they like Simpsons took it to the next level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I appreciate that, and I don't think anybody can take that away.
And
from them.
it started the resurgence of adult cartoons.
Yeah,
like on TV.
You wouldn't have the Family Guys, the
Futurama,
even
like
Futurama
all the
obviously is the same person.
Adult
but,
Swim stuff, like even that stuff.
But The Simpsons was the progenitor of making cartoons that
were acceptable for adults to watch.
Yeah.
For sure, it is influential.
I actually wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid, and it's something I had to learn as an adult, and I appreciate it.
So, Rob, we're getting down to the wire here. What is your number 2 cartoon? Your favorite 5 cartoon?
My number 2 is a current show, and that is Archer. And it was on my top 5 TV shows, I believe, or it was honorable mention, maybe. And it's because it's a great show, especially once again the first couple seasons. Yes, Archer is awesome. And so that was my number 2, and we know Janet's number 2.
Yep, my number 2 is Simpsons.
Number 2, Simpsons. My number 2 is Archer.
Oh, number 2, we tied. We went together. I think we might have the same number 1 then.
I guessed your number 1.
Well, are we on to number 1, so we're going to take a commercial?
We're obviously going to take a commercial.
I'm curious now, though, what your number 1s are. Let's go to a commercial so I can think about it.
I'm feeling that we're going to have the same number 1, maybe.
So let's take a little commercial break here, and we'll get ourselves all sorted out. And when we come back, you'll hear our number 1 favorite 5 cartoon of all time on Favorite 5.
Vinland Old Time Radio.
It is to laugh.
Astro!
Ahoy there, dirigible.
It's a gavel, a haunted gavel.
Have you read The King in Yellow?
Africa's a continent?
It's with great protest. Ooh, now that's some fine programming.
VinlandOldTimeRadio.podbean.com.
And we're back. We are here for our number 1 favorite cartoon. And we will start with Rob. What is your number 1 cartoon on your favorite 5?
I think it's pretty obvious, because it's a great show. And that is The Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers.
Put up.
I did before the commercial. During the commercial break, I did let Janet take a look at my list to show that I had predicted that correctly, and unfortunately, to skip the line a little bit, I too chose Venture Brothers.
Go Team
Venture!
Venture!
We are.
You guys are nerds.
We are
and I hate you.
anticipating with bated breath the new season.
Eventually,
it's been probably 6 years since the last time that those lazy bastards.
Yeah.
Like,
but even when they just trickle stuff out, it's still good. Even the last season wasn't great, but it was still good.
Yeah, it was still good.
The first 2 seasons were ridiculous. Like
there are scenes.
There's a scene with with the they're talking about Depeche Mode. It's the very first scene I ever saw, and they're in line and they're talking about how Depeche Mode's gay, and oh my god, I laughed my ass off.
There's a scene in where it's the Colonel, who's based on Hunter S. Thompson, and Brock Sampson are in an airplane talking about strippers.
Mournful.
I will watch that clip day in and day out.
Yeah.
Her tits were like 2 suicide notes and a pair of socks.
Mournful tits. Mournful tits.
That's sadder than a progeria kid breaking all his ribs catching a football. It is the best. It is such a good show.
Yeah,
Looking
so
forward
smart.
to it.
Yeah.
Even just it's an homage to every cartoon that we watched and others that I don't even know what they're referencing.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. So that leaves Janet's number one.
I've seen a couple episodes of Venture Brothers.
First 2 seasons are the key.
Yeah.
You have to see those ones because they're hilarious.
Yeah, I was usually too busy after Aqua Teen, so
Getting busy?
obviously.
Too busy getting busy?
So I didn't catch much of Adult Swim after the Aqua Teen. Anyway, that being said, my number one is South Park.
South Park.
I guess that as
Once
well.
again, early on, great shows.
Early on, first 4 seasons, maybe 5.
Pink Eye. My favorite episode
I'm
ever.
sorry, the best episode ever is the Super Best Friends episode.
With Cthulhu, that was a good one.
I started watching out of the blue. I was like, there's nothing else on. I'm going to try. I haven't watched this show in millennia. That was the first episode, because that was a 2-parter, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And I started
there was
watching
2 sections. I don't even think it was together. They were 2 like separate.
No, the Super Best Friends episode is where David Blaine was like making everybody a Blainist and brainwashing them. And Super Best Friends were Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Muhammad.
that's
Muhammad and Buddha and Seaman.
Seaman.
And Jesus is like, Seaman, you go do this. He's like, it's Seaman.
Was he for Poseidon?
No, he's just like some dude that looked like a merman. And their computer was named Moses. And David Blaine had turned the Lincoln Memorial into a giant Abraham Lincoln that was like trying to kill everybody. And Jesus is like, Moses, how do we kill a giant stone Abraham Lincoln? And Moses is silent for a second and he's like, a giant stone John Wilkes Booth? So Jesus uses his carpentry skills and builds.
She's lost it. She's officially broken down.
Oh my god. He built what do you call it? Anyway, so Buddha gathers rocks and Seaman brings water and they make cement and they make a giant stone.
mold?
Yeah, they make a giant stone John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, oh my god.
That then shoots giant stone Abraham Lincoln in the head. And that's when I went, they get it.
They're nuts. And they have no limits, those guys.
They did a...
Parker and Stone, they get it.
They did a Game of Thrones episode that was so spot on.
Oh my god.
But it was 2 episodes they didn't put side by side, but they were connected. And there's a stunning... It was
Their 300 episode. Like, after the movie 300 came out, and like, when they parodied that, and like, Xerxes is a transvestite Turkish person that's trying to build a strip club, and they're like, I gotta call 911. 911. And they like just go into slow motion randomly. I lose my shit. But when they started getting to like the Coon and Friends and stuff, like they started getting weird. But before
Coon and
that,
Friends is when I came back, because that's
the
when we were
Cthulhu
talking
one,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, where they were
and
superheroes.
it's not bad, but it's like when they used to like it didn't matter who they were offending. Like all the episodes about Scientology are hysterically funny. Like, well, the Super Best Friends one you can't even watch on Netflix or anything because it shows Muhammad.
Yeah.
But it's seriously the funniest episode of anything I've ever seen in my life. And in college, we're sitting there going, we all became the Super Best Friends. Fucking
nice.
giant stone John Wilkes Booth. Like, come on. That's
okay,
funny.
so we have now our honorable mentions. And Rob, what are your honorable mentions for your favorite 5 cartoons?
Definitely Batman, the animated series. That was amazing. When it first came out, it was so different from every other cartoon.
Yeah, and Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah, of course. He is the Joker.
The Birth of Harley Quinn.
Yeah. And just the style of it, like the noir style, and it was no other cartoon looked like that, and you're like, whoa, what is this?
The Mr. Freeze backstory that gave empathy, that makes him the character that he is. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that series was
easily
over the top good.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know. That might be my main honorable mention.
Okay.
Do you have any honorable mention?
Futurama.
Gem?
Futurama, yes.
Gem?
Gem is awesome,
I know.
but Futurama...
Well, Futurama was good.
The love story in Futurama got me, so... Leela and Fry need to be together forever.
I never agreed that they should be together at all. I always thought Amy was the way to go, but...
What? No, Amy totally belonged with... What was his name?
Brock
Zoidberg.
No,
Green.
Yeah, the guy that... Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
No one belongs with Zoidberg.
No, Zoidberg...
He eats people.
No, he's kind of gross. But Leland
Kif.
Fry... Yeah, Kif.
Kip, yeah.
Amy and Kif.
Okay, no. Anything else that...
No, Futurama is my honorable.
Okay.
I'm sure there's tons of cartoons I'm not even thinking of, but...
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a kid, my honorable mentions are gonna be the obscure ones that I watched and enjoyed.
Brave Star?
Blackwater,
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, that was after.
Because that was awesome.
That was late for us.
Dark Star.
sorry.
What's the shark one?
No.
Silverhawks, and the other one, the water one.
Silverhawks was alright.
That was
There's
hit at the end.
so many cartoons as a kid that
Thundercats, obviously.
I started watching,
My Little Ponies.
and I was never able to keep up.
Yeah,
with,
there's certain ones
or
and it only lasted for like really short time.
short amount of
Yeah.
times.
Tales. Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck
In high school, that was big for us.
hit just we just started high school, so we were probably 13 years old or
A
so,
little bit older, yeah.
and it was just
Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
DuckTales.
DuckTales! Oh my god. I love
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
That was a great show.
But
There are a lot of great
all
shows.
good.
Gummy
And-
Bears.
Gummy Bears
God,
has got the best
Gummy
theme.
Berry.
Bouncing
Sing here and there and everywhere.
Yes.
Something
David the
something
Gnome.
without compare.
Oh,
What's
you guys
David
didn't
the
have
Gnome?
We are
David
the
the Gnome.
Gummy- No, we did not.
David the Gnome on Swifty the Fox. Oh, so great.
Weird.
There are a lot of great shows.
Yes.
Like when we were
Yes,
kids.
yes. But ultimately, Justice League Unlimited, fantastic. Batman, that one was good. And you could go with like He-Man, G.I. Joe,
He-Man.
Smurfs,
She-Ra.
She-Ra. Yeah. There's a
There
lot.
were so many good cartoons back in the day.
We
There
might have
seems
to.
less now.
We might have to revisit that.
More of a nostalgic cartoon thing.
Yeah, do
nostalgic
like nostalgic
cartoons.
cartoons, yeah.
80s cartoons
Because
or movies.
all of
Really?
ours were, for the most part,
Yeah, other than
pretty-
G.I. Joe, but everything else was 90s and...
Ren and Stimpy was, 90s.
Okay.
yeah.
And now, like we do in every show, we've just got to decide who does what according to other lists.
Yep.
On our cartoons, top 5, favorite 5 cartoons, we have to decide who has to experience the favorite 5 of someone else, broaden some horizons. And Rob, what do you think?
I'm going to watch Rick and Morty anyways, so that shouldn't count. So
Okay,
we should make Janet watch something good.
well, Venture Brothers was our first.
Both of our number ones, yeah.
Both are our number ones. We could. What say ye, Janet?
I'll watch Venture Brothers as soon as you watch Heroes season 1.
Well, he made the pledge. That was on another show.
He made a pledge. It hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
We're not doing the follow. This isn't the
Oh,
favorite 5
I'm
follow
not
up yet.
saying it's a follow-up.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, if you sit down and watch Heroes season 1, I'm not asking for all 4 seasons. Season 1.
And then you're going to watch Venture Brothers season 1.
I will watch Venture Brothers season 1 too.
That was good. Good list, people.
And when you at home get your lists together, send them in to us, and we would gladly
record
like
it
to do a favorite 5 follow up, our FFF, and we will take a gander at what it is you think your top favorite 5 cartoons. Thank you and good night.
Okay.
That is this edition of Our Favorite 5. Favorite 5 has been brought to you by Finland Old Time Radio Productions. Thank you for joining us. I've been your host, Jack. Thank you and good night.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Rob.
Funny meeting you here.
In the studio, in front of the mic. It's uncanny.
It's not a regular occurrence anymore. Ever since Studio H got shut down for, things.
Violations. Health code violations. You know how it is.
Ever since that happened, it's not been as regular.
Speaking of regular, you regularly update your Twitter account.
I call it our Twitter account because it's Vinland OTR.
And what does that stand for, Rob?
Vinland Old Time Radio. That's this little podcast we do. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Have not.
That's funny because you record it. Oh, I didn't tell you were recording?
No, this is just me being me. Anyways, so if someone would want to follow your Twitter account.
Our Twitter account.
How would they do that?
At Vinland OTR.
Fantastic. And people who don't want to follow our Twitter account, who are on Twitter, you make baby Jesus cry. Live with that.
At Vinland OTR. 2 N's in Vinland. It's not Vineland, it's Vinland. If you can't spell, we don't want you.